I am trying to build something around the deliverer Samson. The consecration about his birth was kept. And so finally, a mighty weapon of God had found expression into time. Although Samson has entered time, from time to time we began to see that the Spirit of God will move him, and he will begin to judge the Philistines, begin to afflict them in the measure that they have made Israel go through all these years. But it came to pass that the Philistines understood the art of war. Many military men have camped against Samson, and he has slain them in their numbers. So they found out brute strength will not be the way to prevail over him. So they began to inquire, what are the areas of his obsession? What are the things that he loves? It will interest you to know that at various occasions, Samson will go into the land of the Philistines, the enemy's land, and go and spend a night in a prostitute's house, and get up in the morning and remove the gate of their city and put on his shoulder. Do you understand what Samson did? Is that they had a gossip that Samson is inside the land of the Philistines, that he is lodged in one prostitute's house. They now quickly went and locked the gate of the city, that if we lock the gate, we will see where he will follow. So what we will do is that in the morning we will now catch him and we will deal with him. He woke up early morning and went to the gate that was locked. Do you know what a city looked like? And removed the gate of the city and put on his shoulder and carried it and kept on a rock. Where did he stand up from before he carried that gate? You pretend like you don't know. The bed of fornication. Got up from fornication and carried the gate of a city. I need you to sometimes cast your eyes to anything that show you how kingdoms were built in those days. When they build gates of cities, they calculate war into that design. They calculate capacity to withstand stress, capacity to withstand attack. So imagine one man collided with a gate, removed it, and carried it along. But he got up from the bed of fornication. It means there's something about the ordination of a deliverer that when he begins to walk in his days of manifestation, if he begins to wander out of the path of consecration, his horn will not leave him. He can be in compromise and still be wielding strength. He can be in iniquity and still be operating in power. He can be operating that gift even in that corrupt lifestyle. Because from the studios of eternity where he was fashioned from the place where they wired his unique capacities into him, they did not tie it to a covenant that if only he is righteous. The only consecration that keeps Samson was the hair. And it means that as long as the hair is not cut, other areas of violations cannot break that covenant. The covenant is, let no blade come upon this hair. What I'm trying to say, in case somebody is not listening to me, is that what Satan will do is that he will allow you venture into certain layers of compromise. Then it will look like there is no repercussion for sin. It will look like every day is for the thief. It will look like God is slow. There is no judgment. You will now get used to that lifestyle of compromise. But the real attack is a covenant. Now I have wondered for many years, why will I be dating a person that is asking me for the secret, for how they can kill me? Why will somebody be crying? And when I ask you, why are you crying? Love, you now say, you don't want to tell me how we can kill you. How can I cannot understand that situation. Then you will now so stress me out that I'll now be so worried. I now tell you how to destroy me. That is what you are looking for. Put yourself in Samson's shoe, maybe. Just try and see. How did love shock you to that extent? I don't care whether they were rubbing your head. The question is, how can we tame you? And you use your mouth and you were explaining it in details. Now see, the first day I use, just so that the case you will not stress me, I now told you that if you can tie me with fresh leaves cut from palm, I will be weak When I now opened my eyes the next morning, I saw fresh leaf on my hand and my leg. Is that not enough sign? Enough sign that something is happening here. Then as I now cut the rope, you, my love, now got very angry and started crying again. That you lied to me. What is happening here? Let's pause first.